today.
Yo, what's the haps, everybody? PK here, and today I'm finally bringing you guys a decent gameplay. Something I'm not necessarily proud of, but something I can kind of put up and not just recoil and disgust at the fact that you guys saw me go, 45 and 12, something like that. I don't remember the exact score because I'm a schlub, but I was using the Talon and the, what are those? The wraps, and I got them a couple times if I remember, so it had to have been a decent gameplay. Finally starting to get my groove back, as the last video would suggest. Doing a little bit better in games, just overall getting a better feel for the spawns and stuff like that. In this game, I am using the HVK with the suppressor because, for the most part, if a gun shoots incredibly fast, putting a suppressor won't do too much because the rate of fire will save it from the range decrease. So I was experimenting with it this game, and it was actually really good. So aside from that, we're going to talk about the fact that, is this one of the most balanced Call of Duties to date? I say that because if you really think about it, and if you play the game, you'll notice that for the most part, people are using a variety of different weapons and specialists. There is no one concrete specialist that is better than the other. There is no one concrete weapon that is better than the others. I say that because I still see people use the COD, I see people use the BMP, which is a little bit more popular, but then I see the Vesper, I see the Pharaohs, I see the KM44, I see the Shiva, the Man of War, I see the HVK, I see all these different types of weapons, the Gorgon, the H244, I see all these different types of weapons. I see constantly a different degree of different specialists that use both their abilities and their weapons, so there is never one concrete build where you go into a game and every single person is using X specialist with X ability. And I really think that shows that Treyarch did really good with this Call of Duty. For the most part, the weapons are all balanced. Sure, some of them are stronger than the rest, but that's just the nature of the game and life in general. Some things are going to stick out more than others, but you still see a variety of different weapons. You still see people choose different classes and choose different specialists. I, for one, seem to vary specialist changes pretty frequently. Sometimes I like to use vision pulse, other times I like to use combat focus. Then there are times when I like to use glitch even, and the ruin gravity spikes. It changes depending on the game mode and the map, which is something that in the beta, rejack was just the king of everything, right? Why would you use anything when you can just use rejack? And then there was glitch and all these other ones, but there was just one set specialist that was better than the rest. And I think the beta really did well for Black Ops 3, and probably if the other Call of Duties had released one, we would have gotten a better taste. But I think that the beta was such a good idea, and whoever got it deserves a raise because that was incredible. It actually balanced out all the weapons. They made the Razorback the last SMG you unlock. Possibly it was always going to be like that, just to give us a taste of an overpowered weapon, but they have nerfed it to my knowledge, so it is not as dominant, although it is still pretty damn good. And overall, like I said, the specialist rejack is no longer the straight up best in class or best role, so now there's just a difference, and there's a vary, which is what lends a game its lifespan. If you have a constant stream of different weapons, different abilities, different things being used, it's easy for people to keep playing the game because they feel like it's fresh and innovative every single time they play it. That's why games like League of Legends, with over 144 champs, that might be a slight exaggeration, with over that many champions, is so popular because most of them are pretty viable. I mean, obviously there are some that are god tier and stand up above the rest, but for the most part you can use most of them. And that's why I think this is probably one of the most balanced Call of Duties to date, because it's perfection like that. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is balanced? Do you guys think this is shit? I don't know. Hopefully you guys can tell me in the comments down below. This has been PK. Have a good day, guys. Peace.